something happened to your life, you make a question yourself and ask, why me? But no matter what, I'll be forever showing love. That's the way I live. Hey. Give it up for love. Love is in full control. Love is all I have. Give it up for love. Love is in full control. Love me up, man. Love me up. Give it up for love. Love is in full control. Love is all I have. Give it up for love. Love is in full control. Yeah. I rise up this morning with my heart feel right. I give it praises for the beautiful life. I rise up this morning and I feel so fine. The sun still shines and I've got peace of mind. Yeah. No matter the circumstances, I survive. I survive. This love I have just keeps me alive. I give it up for love. Love is in full control. Love is all I have. Give it up for love. Love is in full control. Love me up, friend. Love me up. Give it up for love. Love is in full control. Love is all I have. Give it up for love. Love is in full control. Yeah. This love I have it to share. I'm gonna spread it everywhere. When you're feeling down, I know that someone cares. It's a wonderful feeling. I love to see the people smiling. Yeah. Turning back, no never, 'cause I was born to win, and they can say whatever, no they never gonna get me down, no turning back, no never, 'cause I was born to win, and they can say whatever, they never gonna get me down. My life is like an open book, see the storyline and come take a look. It's a rocky road, still I carry that load, yeah. I tell all my troubles to the Most High. His powers guide and preserve I in every way. So I am not afraid, no turning back, no never, 'cause I was born to win, and they can say whatever, no they never gonna get me down, no turning back, no never. 'Cause I was born to win, and they can say whatever, they're never gonna get me down. Oh no, as I trap this road of life, I'm forever grateful. Yes, I'm prepared for anything that come my way. Yeah, got to keep on pushing through. Yes, I've got to be strong. A true survivor. That's what I am, no turning back, no never, 'cause I was born to win, and they can't say whatever, no they never gonna get me down, no turning back, no never, I was born to win, and they can't say whatever, they never gonna get me down, oh no, Whoa. Na 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 na, na 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 na, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, yeah. My life is like an open book. See the storyline, yeah, come take a look. It's a rocky road, still I carry your load, yeah. I tell all my troubles to the Most High. It's God's guide and
just flee. I have to face reality that whenever you and me, my heart survives any hurt, no matter what happens. I know I'm not cursed. My soul survives all the pain, no matter what's going on. I'm sure I'm not cursed. How did this love fade away? Baby, I am to blame. I thought it was better, we could always stay the same. I didn't see I could use that change. Whatever happened, I could have made it work with pride. And now I'm constantly battling the demons inside. Dreams I run, but I can't hide. So I call upon the Most High. I say I am stuck, please wake me up right now. I'm so ready to face reality. There will never be you and me. No, my heart survives any hurt, no matter what happens. I know I'm not cursed. My soul survives all the pain, no matter what's going on. I'm sure I'm not cursed. So now I am done with disappointment and fear. Let me get myself together and dry my tears. I can do it alone, I have done it before. Love is still what I live for. I need to let go. I need to heal my soul. My heart, no matter what happens, I know I'm not cursed. My soul survives all the pain, no matter what's going on. I'm sure I'm not cursed. Peace of mind, we can enter this confusion. No more delusions. Love is the only solution to set me free from the pain I feel. I weep, I can't just flee. I have to face reality that whenever you and me. Daydreams I run, but I can't hide. So I call upon the Most High. I said I am stuck, please wake me up right now. I'm so ready to face reality. There will never be you and me. No, my heart survives any hurt, no matter what happens. I know I'm not cursed. My soul survives all the pain, no matter what's going on. I'm sure I'm not cursed.
Beautiful voice. Beautiful voice.
When I smile, my frequency goes up, keeping away all evil, simple as that. Smile, vibe high, frequency up, you gotta give it a try. This power, I really wanna keep it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Smile, vibe high, got to open up your third eye. This force, I really wanna keep it. I get it from music, I get it from sunshine, I get it from the people who mean the most to me all the time. I get it from you, if your heart is pure and true. Together we raise up the frequency, make whatever we can believe, say whatever we truly mean. We got vision so much greater, we're not victims, we're creators. Smile, vibe high, frequency up, you gotta give it a try. This power, I really wanna keep it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Smile, vibe high, got to open up your third eye. This force, I really wanna keep keep it. I get it from flowers. I get it from weed. I get it from my sisters. They are really sweet. I get it from you. If your vibe is up and true, together we increase the frequency. Make whatever we can believe. Say whatever we really mean. We'll do it now, don't talk about later. Sing it loud, we are creators. Smile, vibe high. Smile, vibe high. Smile, vibe high. Frequency up, you gotta give it a try. This power, I really wanna keep it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Smile, vibe high. Got to open up your third eye. This force, I really wanna keep it. When I smile, my frequency goes up, keeping away all evil. Simple as that. When I smile, I'm vibing high, keeping away all evil. Yeah. And only take them out to play. People are no dogs. You can't put them back in the box. People are no puppets. So why you put them away? You'll never control what they do or say. People are no dogs. Sneaking around while his ways go unnoticed. Sweet like a bunny. Still he's sly as a fox with his weak heart, pretending to be strong like a rock. Strong like a rock. I don't need his mean talk. Can someone tell him to shut up? People are no puppets, so why you put them away and only take them out to play? People are no dogs. You can't put them back in a box. People are no puppets, so why you put them away? You'll never control what they do or say. People are no dogs. Hell no, I'm not playing this role. I'm not a victim of your urge to control. Why you came in on my soul? You think you know it all with your weak heart, pretending to be solid as a rock. Solid as a rock. I don't need your mean talk. Someone tell him to shut up. Shut up now. People are no puppets. People are no dogs. People are no puppets. People are no puppets. People are no dogs. People are no puppets. People are no puppets. People are no dogs. You can play with them. While your ways go unnoticed, sweet and cuddly like a bunny, still you sly as a fox. With your weak heart pretending to be solid, strong like a rock. I don't need your mean talk. Can someone tell him to shut up? People are no puppets, so why you put them away and only take them out to play? People are no dogs. People are back in the box. People are no puppets, so why you put them away? You'll never control what they do or say.
One more.
Truman International, Field Marshal, no partial. You don't know we are 5-star general. You don't know Motivation Academy. Follow me. Ladies and gentlemen, you're in tune to the main event. The beat maker from Jamaica. Stevie Culture. Well, like that, what it takes to rock the place. Well, Stevie Culture in the place, you turn up the place. People rocking all night with smile on their face, on face, on face. You know what? Because we got the beat to make you rock, and we got the boom sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. The one you're gonna take me to the top. Because we got the beat to make you rock, and we got the boom sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. The one you're gonna take me to the top. And you know when the beat start bouncing, and then people start jumping, you hear the beat and you got to do something. Well, even the baby in the crib start bouncing. We're rocking the stadium, the bar and the club scene. I'm gonna drop the wickedest sound, making you know I am the best around town. Everywhere we go, we just tear it down. You wanna know why? Because I got the beat to make you rock, and I got the boom sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. This one is gonna take me to the top. Because I got the beat to make you rock, and I got the boom sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. This one is gonna take me to the top. Hey, the lyrics of the songs I sing, I don't have to edit. If I got to do that, forget it. True man make this beat so he'll get all his credit. Go tell your own world that Steve Culture said it. Making music is so easy. I'm play my tracks for my friends and they all say, wow, you used to be sharp, but you're much sharper now. You wanna know how? Because I got the beat to make you rock, and I got the boom sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never wanna stop. The one you're gonna take you to the top. Because I got the beat to make you rock, and I got the boom sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. The one you're gonna take you to the top. True man, the people of the vibes and the beat and the energy. Everywhere we play, people always admire we. Buying up our CDs, coming to our party. Tell we how much you love our style and our energy. Everywhere in the world, that Stevie Culture go. People want me to stay, they don't want me to go. Them screaming, shouting out for more, backing up the dance floor. Always need an encore. Because I came to make you rock. I got the boom style to make it pop. And when I start, I never wanna stop. The one you're gonna take me to the top. Because I got the beat to make you rock. Got the boom sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. The one you're gonna take me to the top. Yo, when the beat start bouncing, people start jumping. Hear the beat and you got to do something. Even the baby in the crib start bouncing. Rocking the stadium, the bar and the club scene. I'm gonna drop the wickedest sound. Make them know that we're the best around town. Everywhere we go, we just tear things down. Who tell them say, yo, 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 yo. Mr. We tougher than steel, tougher than rock. Concrete tough, but we tougher than that. Tough to the core, tough to the mat. Not back in the car, we don't take chat. Move out of the way when the train is on the track. Cause anytime we start, yo, we never gonna stop. We rock them up to a step up to a head top. Rasta said that you know. Because we got the beat to make you rock, and we got the boom sound to make it pop. When we start, when I stop, we're gonna take you to the top. We got the beat to make you, we got the beat to make you rock. Got the beat to make you. We got the groove. We make them dance out of them shoes. Wicked people get confused. Rastaman them cannot abuse. Them system will refuse. Try test the Rastaman, you know you have to lose.
I'm like you're confused. The people dancing out of them shoes. Hear the news? Yeah, you hear the news?
Love, we are promoting us.
Love, we are promoting. For sure, we're promoting love. If something I promote is love, for sure. More love, more love. That's what this world needs. When I talk about love, love is an energy. I think something like that. It's some kind of energy that we must generate. You know, the power plant, the place where they make electricity, it generates power, but doesn't make it by itself. It generates it. You have to generate your own energy. You have to cultivate it, and each and every day. If not, you're gonna slowly die, and with no vibe. Like that energy will give you vibe also. That love is energy. That energy will give you vibration, more love. Like it's not something. I don't think love is something fixed and only one thing. No, it's many things together. It's a smile, a kiss, a hug. All this is love, but we got to do it more. We got to show it more. Show love. We all talk about love. Everyone talks about love, falling in love, and this and that, but no one really act with love. I mean, anyway, unconditional love. I'm not talking about conditional. That's the point where we gotta get, but it's it's another thing. Yeah, up goes the vibe. Yeah, up goes the vibe for sure, and that's what we gotta keep our vibes up. Find your road less traveled, and start traveling it. It's good to go on. You can follow some people, like you can be inspired by some people, but at one point you have to take your own path. You have to define your own path. You have to make your path. You have to, everything. Each and every day you wake up, like it's a new day. It's a new day. It's a new opportunity to make it come true. I'm alive. I'm healthy. I hear all kinds of stuff. Again, yesterday I connect with Cecile in Jamaica. I told you yesterday morning I got a message from Cecile, who was texting me from Jamaica. I said, I'll call you if you're home. And he was home. So I called him, and he starts telling me what's new and everything. And he said, my brother died 7th of January. He said we were they were quietly sitting in the living room on the couch, and they were eating the rice and stuff. He was cooking something. He was cooking rice, and suddenly his brother dropped dead. Boom! On the couch with him, with the rice in the mouth. I'm like, are you fucking serious? 42 years old. 42 years old, blood clot in the brain or something like that. Anévrisme, I think it's called, au cerveau. I'm not sure. I guess that's what it is by what he told me. But yeah, 42. So, life is very unpredictable. That's why each and every day you're here, you're healthy, give thanks for life. It's a must. It's a must. And not only that, maybe that can extend your life. Also, by giving thanks, by keeping your vibration at a high level. I'm not sure about that, but it's something I feel. I'm not sure. I don't have a direct experience because I haven't went through still 150 years old. So I don't know if I'm going to make it till there. But at least if I can make it, if I can be more energetic with more energy in the present, and that gives me more hope also for the next day. It's just to create more hope all the time for the day after. Like we don't want to, give love every day. Love is what I give, for sure. If you have a heart full of love, give it. Give it. That's what this world needs. Love, inspiration, positivity. We don't need lies and deception, but unfortunately, that's what we're in. And the deception is going very far, and not only very far, but it's their deception. I'm not. Once you unplug from all that nonsense, you don't feel like you're energizing them. Like you withdraw your vibe and you put your vibe somewhere else. It's like you put your vibe somewhere else instead of putting them all the time into nonsense stuff, matrix stuff. Live now. That's it. That's love, what you're giving here. Red, that's love, what you're giving. Choked my saliva. Sorry. Almost choked my saliva. I did a bit. Talk too much. Talk too much, that's why. But yeah. No, even like coming to connect with people is giving love. Like shine and connect, isn't it? What I said back a while ago. Our duty is to shine and connect. Well, that's showing love. When you can connect to other people without your ego, without all the nonsense programming you have in your head, and you go in there with the pure intention, a good heart, and we're going to feed on each other, we're going to raise the frequency also, but it's to let go of that selfishness and be just for yourself. Like, so, well, that's just for themselves, but me, anyway, I'm not really attracted to that kind of people that are just for themselves. It's not the kind of vibe like I see it fast. Like I try to connect with people, with some people, like some reggae singers. I try to connect, to have like some stuff done that plates. But when I see it's just too much ego, too much for themselves, I'm out, because it's not natural. And yeah, but at least you try. You try to go see, gauge their state of mind. And you gauge their state of mind. If it doesn't match yours, send them maximum love and move on. Move on. You don't have to become a hater or no. Just send them maximum love and move on. It's just not meant for you. There's many people here. Like there's reggae singers. I've decided to let go of my just promotion tactics that I have. That my promotion, because I realized that no matter, they're all, they don't show the same. Like sometimes you're gonna show some love to some people, but they're not gonna show the same thing in return. You can't expect that. Also, you can't expect everyone to show you, like, you treat people as good as you are, not as bad as they are. That's always what I have in mind. But at one point, if the vibes don't match anymore, and the state of the why you do things, why you do something has to match also. The reason why you do this is for love, is for inspiration. So I'm not gonna match with people that do that don't have the same. Your vibe attract your tribe. I think that's what they say. Selfish people are rude. Yeah, they're rude. They're rude. Exactly. They become very rude and very. Yeah. Anyway. Very much about this, né? Very much about money, né? Also, né? When you become selfish and just for yourself, you become very much about money, and everything that you do, you're gonna want to have an instant gratification with money. So that's how people a lot operate in this world. Money is very important, and if they don't have some kind of money return for what they do, sometimes they won't do it. They just won't do it. They won't do it just for the sake of giving. Yeah, in their head, that's what it is. But often, no, it's not. But it can become rude. Yeah, loving the unlovable is the toughest test. Exactly, loving the unlovable. That's a big test. Like, I think we're given a few tests here. It's a test. First of all, see how much you can give. Also, the whole thing about, that's why I make it about giving, because I know that's one of the tests. It's to see how much we can give before you receive. But I receive every day. I'm healthy and I'm able to talk to you here. So just that for me is the reward in itself. My health is my wealth. That's all I have. That's all I have. And I don't give a shit about their money, and that's not gonna come and stress me out. When the time comes that I'm due to have more, it's gonna come. But that's not how I operate each and every day. No, because it causes stress and everything. So you don't want to add more stress to your life. But you want to do something each and every day to redesign your life. I don't know. Me, I've always been very motivated for life. I just found a big dream, a big goal. I found a big goal. I started working on a big goal, and that's why you see me here concept, because this one is big. It's not just to learn a machine and operate a machine. No, it's to operate my machine. It's to operate my machine. I have to learn to figure this out. It takes time to figure anything that you're gonna learn, a machine or whatever. It takes time to figure it out. But figuring out yourself also is gonna take a bit of time. But you need to work on yourself. You need to stop the distraction. That's most of what people are caught up into is distraction. I have experienced it. I have experienced it a part of my life, the distraction. Still a little bit, but I try really to. But it's not today. The distraction I have is more the music. But even that, sometimes I try to focus a bit more on empowering lectures or like books and stuff. I read a lot these days because it's like you want to become an expert, you want to become good at anything. Most people don't read, and all the stuff are in books. All the people's secrets are in books. All their journey, all their how they have done things. It's all in their books. So they write books for us to read to be empowered to have inspiration. But most people don't read. You know, there's a country, I think it's Afghanistan. At night, they don't bring in the books inside because the robbers don't read. So they're not going to rob the books. They don't read. And the people that read, they don't rob. So they don't have to put the, you know, it's when you can, that's a sign also. But anyway, me, I know that it goes not only reading, but it's very, very good to read. Yeah, it's very good to read. I read many books too. I love to read because, especially books like about motivation and stuff. Like now, I'm on to Norman Vincent Peale, Zig Ziglar. I want to read too. There's many. Hey, listen, I'm not buying the whole thing, but there's some stuff. Like you take what's good and you discard the rest. The same like here. I always told you that. You take what's good for you, discard the rest. I don't read a book with the intention of this becoming my reality. I read a book for getting the good stuff in it. And often when there's good quotes or good phrase or good passage, I write it down in my own book so I don't forget it. Some kind of form of study. But you got to keep that student spirit. It's very important to keep the student spirit. That's what we let go also as we grow up because we stop reading. We stop. All we do is default to the TV. That box is very important for some people. That's all it is in their life. They wake up in the morning. It's the news. They come home for lunch. It's the news. Like always, constantly feeding a fake reality. I don't know why we get so addicted by this thing. Even me, I got into it. I got wrapped up into it, and not to the. But yeah, I was watching a lot of movies, a lot of TV shows, a lot of and you know, nonstop. When you go in through a whole series of a TV show during a week, it's like hello, hello, hello. It's like there's something else in that. I realized that today that my time was more. It's just I value my time more. I value my time a little bit more, and that allows me to take greater action in the direction of what really matters. You know, I want to encourage stuff that matter, not dumb shit. I don't want to focus on dumb shit. I want to focus on things that really matters in my life, and I have enough of the nonsense. Like I want to have a greater sense of life, and I know some other life is bigger than my life. I know that. I'm not like egotistic to the point to say, "Oh, my life is no, my life is bigger than my life," and I have to get in touch with it. I'm starting to, but it takes massive focus, massive. You know, if you don't have nothing, like I said, if you're not born with a silver spoon, you're gonna have to crawl through shit. But not so much through shit. It's through. You gotta face yourself. You gotta face yourself each and every day, and that's what often we fail at because we're too distracted. And yeah, the distraction is what keeps this world in the state it is now. That's what it is. It's a distraction, the nonsense that we program our head with and our minds, and so then we don't even think for it. That's what I've realized. Opening my eyes to life, waking up, or whatever you want to call it, is that we don't think for ourselves. Many of the stuff that I had in my head didn't come from me. I never thought of this. It's stuff I get on TV or in the news or something. Like most of the stuff you think during the day doesn't even come from you. Have you ever had an original thought? That's what I was talking about the other day with Ivar. Have we ever had an original thought? It would be good to try to have some before we leave this realm. But some people, I don't know. It's to know also. You gotta want more out of life. Some people are okay with the life they live. I mean, not everyone will want a super high, magnificent life. I understand that. It's not, but everyone should. Everyone should. Everyone can. Everyone can, unless you're maybe limited physically, or. But even that, you look. There's that motivational speaker. He goes across the earth. What's his name? Nick. No arm, no leg. No arm, no leg. Motivational speaker. And he's killing it big time. Like he's very, very good. But people get inspired by that, by these kind of stories. Me, it inspires me for sure. When I see a man on the table, then no arm, no leg, I don't care what he says. That's how he makes me feel. That's how he makes me feel. He's on the table, no arm, no leg, and he's down on his back, and he gets back up by himself. Hello. So, many of times we think life knocks us down. Life can knock you down, but it doesn't have to knock you out. We let it knock us out. Don't be knocked out. Just like you can be broken, doesn't mean you can be broke. Doesn't mean you have to be broken. You let yourself break down. Often nerves don't break down. You break down. So it's up to us to really master that muscle up there and do something with it. Especially do something with it because it's meant for that. Your brain is meant to be active. It's not meant to be passive. We're not conceived here to be passive because look, we have arms, legs, everything to move, a voice, a brain. We're here for action. We're here for action. I'm not here for like a mid-station 24 hours a day. I'm here for action. I'm here for action, and the resting part will come when I pass somewhere else, or when I rot in the ground. I'll rest in the ground one day. When I die, I'll have time to rest. That's what I mean. It's not time really to rest right now. Yeah, I rest at night time, but I mean, there's no like there. It's you have to cultivate that thing in your head that there's no days off. It's a 24/7 job. It's a 24/7 job. That's what you gotta tell yourself. That's what I tell myself. It's 24/7. There's not a minute that I'm not at work because it's the divine work. It's the work my life works. So it's every day 24/7. But you gotta be willing for that, and that's what you need. That's what we all need to make it 24/7 job. Not just work 8 hours, come home and relax and be distracted. No, work 24/7. And you're gonna reap the profit from that. If you double the effort, you're gonna double the result. You can tell me the opposite. You're not gonna cut down on the result. You're gonna double the result. So it's all about. I am a writer. We love readers. Yeah. I'm gonna write a book too. I said I was gonna do it. I have to, but I started. I have lots of stuff written. I'm gonna put all this together. But yeah, why? I think the title I said I was gonna put was why, but I don't know if I'm gonna put this. I got nothing left but to trust God who never let me down before. Exactly, me too. That's what I hold on to when I say I don't work for you. That's what I mean. I work for the divine, God, Jah, the force, whatever you want to call it, the source, or that's what I do here. Divine work. It's not and again, like nobody really called me or sent me a contract. God didn't send me a contract. I took the decision to do this work. It's a personal decision. It's not. I didn't receive a call or a mail or nothing or a whisper or no. I took the decision one day to take responsibility for my life, and that comes with giving thanks for life. So it's just taking responsibility that I started to do. It's nothing very extravagant. I started to become natural, like use my voice, not be in fear, and stuff like that. So it's just a natural process I'm doing here. I'm not forcing anything, and I don't intend to. The day I'm gonna force things here, I'm out. So it's gotta come natural. Everything I do, I want it to flow naturally, day by day, discovering more and more of that vibe. That's what I'm doing here. I don't intend to go astray with that, because if I go astray, means I'm giving up on my goals and stuff. I don't intend to do that. I intend to stay focused, to stay up and in is very a must. Move by spirit. Here too, it's a personal decision. No big calling, just following instinct. That's it. Just following instinct. You feel that stuff. You feel that stuff, and again, like I say, it's not because I hear a divine calling or a whisper in my ears and that I've seen God or Jesus. No, I took a decision one day to take responsibility for my life. That's all it is. That's all it came down to. It's taking responsibility. Responsibility. You have life. Do you have the responsibility that goes with life? That's often what we miss, is the responsibility. And we break our integrity, and then we start breaking down, and we have no sense of who we are. And that's what happened to me. I know that by experience. I'm not going to talk to you about stuff I don't feel or I haven't experienced or I haven't felt, or for sure, because that's what I'm talking to you about. My story, and so it's not about the, yeah. It's about the mission. It's about the work, divine work mission. The once you reinstall that, like, permanently in your life, that sense of mission, to you'll be carry on. That's what we need. We need something to just so we're carried on without effort. So it's to find back that sense of mission, that great mission that you have to play here, to do. Okay, we're gonna make that something clear. We're not here to watch TV for sure. That's super nonsense. Okay, that's super nonsense. We're not here to be lobotomized by publicity and nonsense. We're not here to destroy and to have hate in our heart. So it's just these things that we have to bring back. But bring back, it's already there. It's already there. It's just we avoid. We're all in avoidance. Cognitive dissonance avoidance. It goes far, look. It goes far. That's what happened to me. I know. We don't want to face facts. The thing with us is we don't want to face facts. Facts that were greater than great, first of all. That were not grain of sands on the seashore. Because we live like, we're all lion and lioness, and we live as mice. Explain that to me. There's a giant inside. There's a giant just waiting to be awakened. That's what I mark. Awaken the giant within. I mark that because I'm reading right now the book of Tony Robbins. That book, Awaken the Giant Within. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, we all have a giant just waiting to. Yeah, this is a two-way chat lately. Where is everyone? Yeah. We're all doing our best we can daily in our situations. That's it. Do your best, no stress, forget the rest. Do something each and every day to raise your vibe. That's what I do. That's why I come here. I make sure I'm here. I make sure because this also, it brings focus, brings more focus into my life, brings an internal change no matter what. Come on. If there's something that I've changed, is the vibration. The vibration are not the same as before. Like I feel more patient with life too. It brought a bit more patience and more connection, more like I feel closer to the source. So I don't know how to say it. It's very weird to explain these things. Something you gotta feel. You gotta feel that. I don't know. Not the calling. I don't like to say it's a calling because we all been called. We're all being called. We have life. What other motivation do you need to convince yourself that you have divine work to do? You're here alive in flesh. Hello. So we shouldn't need extra motivation. But in our case, we're so freaking low vibration that we need the motivation to do everything. To do everything, to brush your teeth. You know, some people need motivation to get off their freaking bed. You know, that's goes far, how low vibration we are and how we have forgotten to live life, to live it up. You know, we're not most of us just exist. I've been just existing in this world. Now I feel alive. Now I feel alive because I connect. I connect with people, and I'm not afraid to connect. And there's no fear, and there's no nothing that holds me back anymore. I've realized where's the enemy, and it's here, right here, there, there. He's there. I'm looking at him, and that I know. And it's not any one of you. Uh, I don't care about people trashing me, or I will not fight anyone. I will not respond to anyone bringing me down or something, because they're not really bringing me down. They're bringing me up, and they're bringing themselves down, but they don't realize. So people are very, but again, it's not the kind of thing I focus. I focus on where the enemy really is located inside me, and that's what I try every day to eradicate the most possible, is those little voice inside that says I'm not good enough, I should not take that action, I should not do this, or they're there, and they're gonna come, and you got to be ready for them, because they're gonna come. You know it. I'm sure you have experienced it too. The little voice inside that, that's why the change. How do you start a change? How do you? It's by the way you communicate with yourself. That's where the change begins. The moment you change the way you communicate with yourself, you're gonna feel a very different vibe. Talk to yourself very positively, very, 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 because the warrior inside hears everything, everything. So if you are not up, very, very much up, there's chance that these voices invade you, and suddenly you feel like you lose control of your life. It's like we don't have control over our life, especially when it comes to time and stuff. That's why we're all so stressed out, because we don't own our time, our agenda. Someone else has own our agenda and tell us what to do, when to go shit, when to go brush our teeth, when to get up, when to walk, when to take a break, when to go for lunch, we don't control nothing of this. If you are caught up in that, yeah. That's why it's important to, day by day, even though you're caught up in this, enjoy it. But I mean, each and every day, do something to just to raise your vibration. Maybe will help you also accept the situation and turn it into something positive. Very often we see our slave jobs or whatever in a very negative manner, and I don't think we should. And by keeping your vibration up, which is what I always pretty much did in my life, I was always able to cope with jobs and stuff, because I was seeing it not as something negative, as something positive, an experience, something to make me grow. And I don't think I would be the man I am today without these experiences that I had, especially in plastics. I've been running huge machines. I never thought I was going to make it. When I entered that shop, I saw the machine. I'm like, what the heck is this? It's like a 4-story high, like rollers after rollers. Like there's a big travel, like it's not easy. It's not something easy to learn it. Just to master my section, I had 4 machines. It took me 5 years, 5 years to master it, and I was doing overtime like freaking crazy because I wanted to master it faster. So I was volunteering for overtime because I wanted to learn. This way I went a bit faster in my progression. You have to put in the time too. But these experiences made me grow, made me realize I was capable to do pretty much anything in my life if I put my mind to it. Because I entered that shop, I saw this, I'm like, come on, I'm supposed to learn this? Like, I just got out of school taking a course to learn that job, like what was it called, opérateur d'extrudeurs. And I went to take a course, and I got out, get in that shop. didn't know nothing about operating the machine. I have to become an operator, and I have that leadership thing inside me. It wasn't so much, but it's to learn the machine. Ooh, and then but once you get into it, you know that's how I think. Why I don't stress out there. I know I'll figure it out. I know I'll figure it out. It might take time. Might take 2 years, 3 years, 5 years to figure it out, but you will. If you are patient, you will figure it out. So just be patient, up and in with life, and you'll figure it out. That's what I think. Let's pump up the vibe.
We got a heart full of love. Love we are promoting ourselves. We got a heart full of love. That's what we got to give. Oh yeah. Sing. I got a heart full of love, and that's what I have to give. I'm gonna just erase all the hate and stop being negative. If we have a heart full of love, then that's what we all should give. We all should just erase all the hate and stop being negative. First we have to start loving each other. Treat everyone that we meet like a brother. Stop fussing and fighting against each other. Stop use your gun and shooting you one another. We got to learn to be more kind. Erase the envy, hate and bad mind. And stop acting as if you're blind. So if you have a heart full of love, that's what you all should give. We gotta just erase all the hate and stop being negative. If we have a heart full of love, then that's what we all should give. We got to learn to erase all the hate and stop being negative. Hey, wickedness not gonna put you nowhere. We have to learn to stop being unfair. Start love and start care. Find yourself with a lot, it's time to start sharing. You gotta show love to your brother. You gotta have a little heart for your sister. It's time for humans to start loving each other. So if I have a heart full of love, then that's what I'm gonna give. I'm gonna start to learn to erase all the hate and stop being negative. If I've got a heart full of love, that's what I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna just erase all the hate and stop being negative. Hey, I'm more love where we want in the world. Spread it to every man, woman, boys and girls. Stop run down diamond and stop worship her. Because all those things are just things of the world. Hey, you need one another to survive. Without each other, then we not gonna stay alive. You got to end the violence and end all the strife. Stop hurting each other with the guns and other knives. So if you have a heart full of love, then that's what you ought to give. You got to learn to erase all the hate and stop being negative. My heart is full of love, and that's what I'm gonna give. I'm gonna just erase all the hate and stop being negative. One love.
Well, I said Johnny them for no enough. From the mere device, them know see a damn tipper. And we tell you to stay strong. Live up, look up, hold your head high. Oh, boy. And this is a special for the Truman Show. Motivation Academy. That's the far I tell them. Okay then. Don't listen to the pagans when they talk, cause they don't have no sense. Yeah man. Janik, I go teach the youths them to live them life the right and righteous way. That is what I have to say. So you man be wise, open up your eyes, listen to the calling of the Most High. Jaja will lead your way to the righteous way, to the righteous way. Listen what I have to say. Don't be a bad memory. Don't let the negative people drain your energy. No, no, don't be a bad memory. Don't let them stop you from doing what you want to do. Don't be a bad memory. Don't let the negative people steal your energy. Don't be a memory. Don't let them take your soul away from you. No, no, no. Keep your focus, hold your head up high. Do the things you need to do. Do the right things. Do the righteous things. Hey, don't you lead to war. Janik will lead your way. Motivation Academy. Hey, teach the youths them the righteous things. Let them live them life the righteous way. So you be strong and hold on to a firm meditation. Hey, don't be a bad memory. Don't let the negative people drain your energy. No, no, don't be a bad memory. Don't let them stop you from doing what you want to do. Don't be a bad memory. Don't let the negative people steal your energy. Don't be a memory. Don't let them take your soul away from you. No, no, no. But I just want to let the youths them know, that you must live your life the righteous way. Be a light to this world. You understand? Don't make negative energy draw you to the wrong things, to the bad things, to let you do wrong. Don't let your memories be the ones that we don't want to remember. The ones that get us scared when time we hear it. Let your memories be something to live on forever. Jah Rastafari. Don't be a memory. Don't be their memory. Just listen to your heart and do the righteous thing you need to do. Don't be a memory. Don't be their memory. Don't be their memory. Do the righteous thing. Live the righteous life. Hey. Don't be a memory.
Yeah, the way will come. The way, I think that the destiny or the will come and meet you. Yeah, yeah. For sure, according to the actions you take, the stuff you do in life, yeah, it's gonna come and meet you for sure. I like what you said, and I like what you said too. I'm filling my head with prayers every day, praying for others always and myself, and that's good because filling your, like, I'm not a guy that prays so much, but I know what you mean by praying. It's filling your whole self of the God essence, of the divine within, and it's reaching that divine, when at least, for sure, there's some people that will pray and will pray to external gods or something, but if you pray, I think it's a way of communicating with yourself too. That's what I see a lot. So it's not necessarily very negative, as long as you don't become a prey while you pray. It's good. I think it's just good energy. You, yeah. When I hear go, I go. But haven't heard that as of late. I'm here for some reason. For sure, we're all here. But the not the reason, but the reason is evident. I think the reason why we're here, but it's it's our calling. It's maybe this. But by awakening the giant within, that's what happened. That's what happened, I think. And, everything is a memory. Yeah. So, guys, I'm out. And I'll be back tomorrow, same time. And until then, rise and shine. That's the order of the day. Shine and connect. Come on. rise and shine, and do your best. Don't stress, forget the rest, and do something each and every day to make this world a better place. Yeah, serious stuff. Ease out. Love ya. See ya.